Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today I'm here to do a really exciting first look for you. These are the two new prints from Jujube. These are Pink Lady prints all the way. Pink Ladies helped design these bags. These are made by Pink Ladies for Pink Ladies, and it is a super exciting release. So like all the rest of my first looks, what I'm gonna do today is walk you through the bags that are available in this print, both Happy Hearts and Rad Hearts. I'm gonna show you kind of what they look like on the inside and out. I'm gonna do a brief overview because once you've seen the print on one bag, you've kind of seen how it's gonna look on all of them, but I will show you each and every bag. A quick caveat before I get started, I want to let you guys know that this is a very limited release. I'm talking like Rosie Posey, maybe a little worse. It's so limited, okay? And the other thing is that not every online retailer is able to carry these two prints. We were so honored to be chosen as one of the online boutiques who are able to carry these two prints. We ordered the max quantities for everything, so I mean, we have as much as we can have, but it's gonna go fast. So this is not one of those print releases where you wanna wait until the next morning. You need to just get up at release time in the middle of the night and do your shopping, or else you're gonna miss out. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I am fighting a cold, so I'm very nasal and just very a mess today, so bear with me on that one. But I do wanna go ahead and get these started, so let's just jump right in. So these are the two BFFs. This is Happy Hearts. Happy Hearts is the pink and maroon one, and Rad Hearts is the blue and teal one. As you can see, both of these bags have a grayish hue to them. What I like about these two grays is that these have that kind of shimmery appearance just like East Hampton did. I actually brought out my East Hampton print so that you could get an idea of how these two bags kind of correlate with East Hampton. If you have this in your collection, at least you can get an idea of the color of these two compared to East Hampton. So here we have East Hampton with Happy Hearts. East Hampton is just a little, like a tinge bit darker than Happy Hearts. And of course, here's East Hampton with Rad Hearts. As you can see, this is a much darker gray than East Hampton and Happy Hearts. So let's go ahead and look at Happy Hearts first. Happy Hearts, of course, is the light gray with maroon and pink hearts with black outlining. Both of these prints do have silver hardware. These do not have bling on them. It's just the standard classic Jujube pull tab. Wait till you see the lining on this, you guys. It is, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I just think it's so gorgeous. You do get, like all BFFs, you get a little bit of the print here on the sunglass pocket, and this is just an absolutely gorgeous color in there. I'm not even really a maroon fan, and I love how this looks. I do love how the grab handle has this pop of maroon on the back of it. And here we can see some more of that gorgeous maroon lining. The lining itself in these two prints have like a swirly kind of pattern in the satin. It's gonna be very hard to see. I'm gonna try to zoom it in if I can, but it reminds me of some of the older prints from Jujube, some of the older classic prints. It's just got a really gorgeous swirl that you can barely see, but it's so pretty when you do detect it. Moving on to Rad Hearts. Boy moms, this bag is awesome for you. I love that it's got a feminine touch with all of the hearts on it. It's got the teal, which is still very girly, but with the dark blue, it just screams boy bag to me. And wait until I open this up and let you see this lining. I mean, I know you've seen it because the content creators have done a great job getting it out there, but oh my gosh. It's gorgeous. Here is, again, the print on the sunglass pocket. And we'll take a look at the inside of the main part of the bag just to really give you a great shot at that beautiful teal lining. There we go. Now, what I love about these two prints, and I'll be super honest with you, I kind of thought when they did a blue print and a pink print that they were making like a boy bag and a girl bag, but I honestly feel that both of these are pretty gender neutral. I'm a boy mom, but I tend to gravitate more toward Happy Hearts just because I like the lighter gray instead of the darker gray. And I feel like as a boy mom, like it shouldn't matter, and it doesn't matter, but I know that sometimes we all feel like, but I have a boy, I should have blue, and I just don't feel like that's gonna be an issue with these two prints at all. They're both pretty gender neutral in my opinion, even though one is blue and the other is pink. Here we have the fuel cells in Happy Hearts and Rad Hearts. One thing that I was noticing as I was getting these out is that in some of the parts of the print, the color doesn't quite stay within the lines. So you can see on this little pink heart here, the pink is just a little bit outside of the black line, and it's really adorable and charming on these bags. It almost looks like a child colored it in, and it's not on every single heart. It's just every now and then a miscolored heart pops up, and as a mom, it's heartwarming to me because it really does look like a kid colored on it. It's so cute. The interior lining on these two bags shows up so beautifully. It's just such a gorgeous pop. The only thing that I worry about with this maroon color with some of the deeper bags like the Fuel Cell and maybe the Super Bee is that because this is so dark, it might be hard to see what's down in there. I haven't gotten a chance to test that out yet, but it's just something that I was thinking about. So here's that interior lining on Rad Hearts, and as you can see, just super bright, probably not gonna lose anything down in the bottom of this bag. Up next are the Bee sets. I personally think that the set looks the absolute best in these two prints. They just really, really work on this bag style. So as you know, the Bee set comes with 3 separate bags. You get 2 accompanying straps as well, a long strap and a short strap. So as you can see, the long strap is gray with the hearts printed on it. I had sort of wondered if they were going to switch up the prints in here like they have done in other releases. Like I wondered if you would get a Rad Hearts medium set piece inside of your Happy Hearts set, but that's not the case. Every single piece is exactly the same in this set. Here's Rad Hearts, once again, kind of the same concept. Every single bag in here is exactly the same. Here's the internal lining. Next, let's take a look at the Mini Bees because I have a feeling these are probably the things that people are going to be the most excited about. Here is Happy Hearts. I just think this print is to die for on this bag. And this is even one of those bags that I would probably think is more of a mom bag instead of a little kid bag. Of course, you can use it for whatever you want to, but for me personally, if I were to get a Mini Bee in this print, I would keep it for myself, not for my kid. If you're not familiar with the Mini Bee, this is one of those bags that looks small, but it holds so much. Even on weeks when I'm carrying a bigger bag, like a Be Right Back or a Be Prepared, I usually keep a Mini Bee packed up somewhere just so that I can grab something really quickly and run out the door. What I love about these prints too is I think it's really impossible to get bad print placement. I mean, everything looks great in this print because it's just hearts. Here is Rad Hearts in the Mini Bee. Here's that pop of teal on the front pocket, and of course on the interior lining as well. Okay, you guys know that I am a BRB girl through and through, so I am the most excited about showing you the BRBs in this print because they are amazing. I love how the gray and the hot pink here just kind of pops off of this black padding on the back of the Be Right Back. And I just think the overall appearance of this bag is absolutely stunning. Truly in both prints, but I will be honest, I'm more drawn to this one. One of my favorite things about the Be Right Back is this awesome mommy pocket. And I love the fact that you get a little bit of the print here on this pocket, and it just does not disappoint in this print at all. You get the print again on the sunglass pocket, just like with the BFF. And it just looks amazing. Here is the inside, and you can really see just how gorgeous that maroon lining looks. I don't know why, but I was kind of expecting to see shimmery gray here on the elastics, and I'm a little disappointed that it's all maroon, but it actually looks really, really classy this way. It's just, and that's what I think I like about this maroon lining is it's just rich looking. I think it's very elegant, and I don't know, it just looks so pretty. Look at that. Yeah, of everything I've opened up so far, I'm definitely feeling the BRB most in this print. Okay, so here is Rad Hearts and the Be Right Back. I'm pretty sure this is gonna look awesome on the mommy pocket just because of that pop of teal. That's gonna look so pretty. And yeah, again, I mean, the Be Right Back never disappoints, but this print looks really, really great with that teal and then the black and the pop of color here. It's just gorgeous. And let's take a look at the inside lining here. There we go. Again, this blue reminds me so much of Charcoal Roses, which is one of those prints that doesn't get a lot of love, but I absolutely love the lining of it. So I'm so glad that they've brought back something kind of similar for this release. I love this black mesh against the teal. It just all comes together so well. Of course, these two prints do come in the Be Quick. As I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, whether I like a print or not, I always try to pick up a Be Quick in that print because these are collector items. maroons, and you never really know which prints you're going to end up loving a lot once you see them in person. So I do suggest, especially with a limited release like this that is made for Jujubee customers, that even if you don't love the prints, you should try to pick up a Be Quick just so that you have something. Up next, I'm going to be showing you the two unstructured bag styles and these two prints. Of course, we have the Be Light, and up next I'll show you the Super Be. You know, I'm not really a person who gravitates toward the Be Light usually, but I think that these two prints look really, really great on this bag, and let me show you why. Not only does the print just look so great on this bag style, you get tons of just unbroken print, which I think is great. When you have bags that have a mommy pocket on them, sometimes you get broken up print, meaning that you have sliced off hearts or characters or whatever it is on that print. But with the Super Be and the Be Light in this print, you just get a whole bunch of real estate for showing off that print. The other thing that I love is the dual-sided handles here. So you do get the gorgeous hearts print on one side and the maroon on the other side in the Happy Hearts print. And of course, it's the same on the Rad Hearts print, except here you have that teal blue. So if you're like me and you tend to always be disheveled and have your Be Light over one shoulder with one tote strap, you do get to see that really pretty maroon color popping through in contrast to the rest of the print on the bag. And then you get the gorgeous lining on the inside as well. As I mentioned, I'm not too sure about this maroon in terms of finding things in the bottom of your bag on something like the Be Light or the Super Be, just because it's pretty dark down there, but it's not bad. It's not as bad as like black would be on the inside, but it is just a tad dark in there. I don't think you'll have the same problem with Rad Hearts. Again, like I keep mentioning, because of that really vibrant bright blue lining, it just really reflects light, which makes it easier for you to find things on the inside, even on a deep bag like this one. Okay, so now we're on to the last two big bags that are coming out in these two prints. These are the Super Bees, and of course, once again, it just looks so pretty in this bag style. I do think that the Super Be is going to be a pretty popular item that people are going to go for in this print, and I don't really know why. I just have a hunch and I tend to be right. So if you're thinking of getting the Super Be, I would say probably put it towards the top of your list of what you go shopping for first, just because I really, really think people are going to be snatching these up first of all. And let's see what the key leash looks like. It's either going to be printed or maroon. Okay, so you get a maroon key leash as well. I've shown in some of my videos in the past that a great trick you can do with the Super Be is to actually hobo your Super Be by taking the key leash and attaching it from one side to the other like so. This is one of my favorite ways to carry a Super Be because I love any bag that will go hobo style, and this way you don't have to pay to get a seatbelt strap made or anything like that. Of course, as I always mention, this is not ideal if you have the bag packed up really, really heavy, because this is a very skinny strap, which means it's going to dig in. But if you have not much packed up, if it's a light day, this works great. Same goes for the Super Be in the Rad Hearts print, and I'm assuming that since the key leash on Happy Hearts was maroon, this one is going to be teal, and it absolutely is. And let me hobo this one for you just so you can get an idea. I really love how Jujubee thinks about these things, right? So even though I don't know that they were thinking about hoboing their Super Be when they chose to make the straps the inside color instead of the outside color, I do love how it makes this really nice contrasting look here where you have the print on the outside of the bag and then the solid color here on the strap. Again, you know, hoboing your Super Be might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's definitely one of my favorite things to do. And really quickly, here's the inside of the Super Be. Once again, you have the bright blue lining on one side, and then you get the black mesh on the other. We're also going to have available on release night the change pad. We only were able to get this in the Rad Hearts print, so we have it in Rad Hearts but not Happy Hearts. And we also have the Be Tagged, which you guys know I don't usually get the Be Tagged, but I have decided to start doing it because it gets requested every time there's a release, and I always feel bad saying that I didn't order it. So I do have the Be Tagged this time as well. And of course we have the Be Neat. I don't usually like opening these because I have a really hard time getting them back in the packaging, but I always get in trouble with y'all when I don't show the Be Neat, so I'm gonna go ahead and open one up anyway, and then it'll just be my problem to get it back in there. So This looks like This Is Rad Hearts. Let me open it up and show you. All right, so like usual with the Jujubee beanies, you do get one side that is just the solid printed color, and on the other side you have the Jujubee star that has the print in the middle, and then the lining on the front and the print here. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Those are all the bag styles that are going to be available in these two prints. As I said, we will have them at thesensiblemama.com on release night. We're releasing at this, well, we're tentatively planning on releasing at the same time as Jujubee, which is going to be September the 12th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be 2 a.m. Central and 3 a.m. Eastern Time. And like I said, I do recommend getting up and making sure you're up at that time, or else you're going to miss out. We are thinking about the possibility of delaying our release of these two prints since they are coming out at the exact same time as Toki Pops. And I know that everyone's going to have anxiety about trying to score all three prints on the same night. So we're playing with the idea of doing these two releases the next morning, but I'd like to hear what you think. So if you guys would like for us to release these in the morning instead of at midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever, with Toki Pops, let me know in the comments and we'll consider doing it. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but if there's enough interest, we might consider doing it. I hope you guys love these two prints. Good luck scoring on release night. I am going to be coming out with a video where I'm going to give some tips for making sure that you score on limited release nights like this, so be looking for that later this week. Love you guys, mean it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!